Been busy working, busy with family life. It's a beautiful, hot, humid day outside and everything's going fine. So my name is Ellen Woodbridge. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. So what does that mean? It means I have stuff falling off my wall and I always forget to check that wall before I go live. So I am a card maker and paper crafter. I sell the products that I use in my videos here in Australia, and I am here to inspire you by showing you my creative projects. Today I think I'm going to be extra creative. Hey Kay, how are you? For anyone that's been around for a while, I have a thing called a use it up box. So if I cut something and it doesn't get used, or I cut a couple and I don't use it, it goes in a use it up box. So this is my use it up box for the mini catalogue. So I do also, my old use it up box got put into a use it up pouch. And I do have a Christmas section in this pouch. But yes, everything's in this pouch. So I do have some Christmas stuff in there, but I do have this little box of goodies that everything has just been chucked into as I have been using it. And I think I'm going to start an ivy pile while I'm here, because I'm looking in there and seeing that there are a couple of celebration things. So I don't know where we're going today, except we are going to be using the use it up box. Hey Carol, hey Deb, hey Sheila, hey Maria. Thank you for joining. I know it's great that you have caught me live, Maria. I love it when my regular replay viewers can catch me live. So this is what I'm doing today. As I said, majority of the products will be from the mini catalogue, unless I found something in doing other things and just thrown them in the box. But we shall see where we are going. So without too much further ado, hello Miss Susan. I am going to flip us around. I do have a bit of cord management to do first. Okay, all my charging cords are now dealt with. I'm so sorry, my chair has suddenly got really squeaky. I don't know. Maybe it's telling me it's time for me to get a new chair. I'm not sure. Hey Linda, thanks for joining. So let's flip around. Okay. Flip around, flip around. So I can already see some birds in there. The Free as a Bird stamp set. That is not holiday catalogue related, and that's okay. That's something I used recently in a colour challenge. Right, I think I'm good. Colour challenge. To one side. Aha, gotcha. Except now you can see the edge of my stand. But do you know what? It's not dying to one side anymore. So I will take that. I will leave you to have a look at the top layer of things in there. The children are still surviving at school, which is fantastic to hear. I haven't had too much angst picking them up and then being fully masked and all of that. I'd love to hear what your plans are for the weekend as you head in, because, hello Lisa, I do know what? I'm curious to see what's in the use it up box, because I literally throw it in there and forget what's in there. So we'll see what's in there. Okay, so just getting set up here, thinking about what's in the box. So I can see a few things, so you guys will probably remember a lot of these projects, and that's not all of them are going to be Christmas related. So we have a nice embossed leaf. I know we've got quite a few trees in here, so these are offcuts of our silver vellum. Oh, so we have a fair bit of our Christmas tidings bits and bobs, some vellum, just a tag. Ooh, we have a reindeer. Reindeer sits very nicely on that. This is what happens. If this is your first time here, I do end up, as I'm looking at things, bundling them together. And I start, almost as I'm looking at things, I start designing a card. So this is from the annual catalogue. Have a nice star. I do just have a die cut, so I'll pop that over here. I don't think I'll use our birds today. I do have more trees. I can create a whole background with those trees. Got some circle die cuts. I have lots of these wise men pieces. So bundle those together. Oh, I do have quite a few of these beautiful leaf pieces from a swap that I did. I have a pine cone. Oh, I have a sentiment. I have a sentiment that I haven't done anything with. Oh, I've got, do you guys remember these? These are from very start of the catalogue. I used, actually before the catalogue, I used all these pieces. Sentiment. Just trying to grab out all the little bitty bobs. So we have a little gold sprig. Oh, we have quite a few little Bethlehems here. Oh, I have lots of these pieces. I know I have created a background using them, and all of these designer series paper ones I'm actually going to give to Miss Ivy, because this designer series paper is now defunct. But I think what I could do, just one day I'm not really in a crafty mood, is just make some backgrounds using those pieces. I've got a bow in there ready to go, and I've got some gold shimmer vellum. I've got this piece. That might go nicely with our reindeer. I wonder if this is cut all the way through. I don't think it is. We shall see. City. No, it's not cut all the way through. So I could just use it as a texture piece in a background. Because if you look at that, that kind of works. And then what you could do to make it really stand out is put a white circle behind it. So you've got your double vellum, you've got that, and then you could just add a sentiment. And I think I want to use these, the Evergreen border punch pieces. Got some sentiments here. Don't think I'll use the pine cone at this stage. I do just have a piece of paper that I didn't put away. Why do I have this piece? Oh, because that's a card and I had sponged it right. I know why that's there. Sorry, I'm totally not looking at comments here while I have a look. So who have we got? Hello Shannon, hello Roz, hello Myrtle, hello Mr. Linda, Miss Cheryl, Shelley, Cardstock looks like Swiss cheese. I know it does, but this is from the happy birthday card that we used. And I don't have any mice, although I do have mice in sweet stockings. I wonder if I could use it as Swiss cheese there. You got happy mail. Yay. My pleasure, Cheryl. That actually didn't take too long to come. Hey, Christy, how are you? Okay, so I'll see. Oh, why have I got? That must have been from another card. And I have a vellum. I have a couple more labels. Sorry, I have things stuck to the side here. And I've got that Merry Christmas. I don't think it'll go with where I'm planning on going today, but we will see. So I'll put these more autumnal colour things away. Oh, and all of these pieces. They can go away. Pick them up, pick them up, pick them up. I decided, although this would look really nice with this, so I'll scoop them together in the box so then they look right. Not using my Free as a Bird. They can just scooch at the back. Somehow I don't think I'm using this, but once again this would look really nice with this. Our Bethlehem pieces. Don't think we're using, but hey, you never know. And this piece is like seriously stuck to my desk. Okay. I'm having ideas that these trees and these might actually go together. This bit is going in the recycling. It's just sticking everywhere. I don't think this colour will really go, which is Pool Party. I don't think this one will go, although it's not very Christmassy though. Okay, so I have all my sentimenty bits there, and I will leave these bits just at the top, just in case. So we have our use it up box there. We have all these pieces. Hello, Maureen. Oh, no problems, no problems. Hello, Miss Cindy. The baseball game. Right. Baseball, really, like, I mean, I know a lot of you know Jamie. Her husband does play baseball here in Australia, but just baseball isn't really my thing. So do I leave that like that, or do I put this label on top and then put that on that? So clear white vellum or no white vellum? I've got to decide what colouring I might like to use, because I'm thinking okay, let me grab out my Stampin' Up colours. Grab my chart that I have and see what is going to bounce. I'm thinking I want to go for something warmer because we've got the gold, but then we've got the coolness in the silver foil. But that gold shimmer vellum is just stunning. Then do we put these on a background of green, which would look really, really nice. So we could use Evening Evergreen or Mossy Meadow. Garden Green might work as well. I'm thinking Mossy or Evergreen. Oh, that's lovely. Hey, Peggy. Thanks for joining. Hello, Therese. Okay. Because I have a thing for Evening Evergreen and it's right above my head here, we might, oh no, That's soft succulent. That is not helpful. And do you know what? I have 0 card bases. Oh, yes I do. I do have a card base. So I think this will look really nice, but let's just see. And I just got pain in my tummy, which is not fun. Hold the bone folder properly. Okay, why is that sitting like that? Oh my dear word. Okay, I am going to get a rolled up piece of blue painter's tape and make that close. There we go. We're going to tell it who's boss. Ah, see, that looks really nice, but I'm definitely thinking the white, does the white behind work? Or do I put a piece of vellum underneath? These trees may just sit here, and I don't think I'm going to use them next, but I may make a second card. So just bear with me here. Vellum scraps, vellum scraps. I somehow think there isn't, although just thinking it needs an intermediate piece. But I'm even thinking of, because I love these greens together so much, and I think it will look really nice on the gold, we go that. So soft succulent, popping that on the soft succulent, and then putting it on the evening evergreen. Then it just gives it that transition colour without it looking so dark then gold. So I'll just show you. That's just on the dark. It looks lovely, but when you put this transition piece in between, it just sings. Okay, so we've got 8 by 8.5. So I want to go 8.5 by 9. So if we go 9, I have to show you a colour combination I just saw. So that was 9, and now we want to go 8.5. Have a look at Pool Party and Soft Succulent together. How gorgeous are they together? And I never would have thought to put them together, only that piece is now sitting on my desk from the Use It Up box to pop it away. Oh, thank you, Delinda. I'm glad you think it's pretty. I am just kind of going with my gut and winging it. So I often do these Use It Up projects. I haven't done one in a while, which is why I thought I would come on, and it was high time that I did one with you. Oh yes, from Miss Cindy. Come on, come on. I think I am at the very, very, very tail end of this, but let's just put, I think I have exhausted. Oh no, there we go. Just want a tab in the middle, and this glue just rolls up and as if it no longer exists. Okay, going to have a nice little, and I am going to love, and I can go back in and grab this gold, now, yes, you can see that. I know we can, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles, and I just wish that piece would lay flat, but that's why we're going to have embellishments later on. Do love the gold and the silver. I really don't think we need anything under that. I'm going to check what this red looks like. The pop of red down here, obviously the tails are like way too long. The pop of red looks really good, and I think this one might be too big, but it's the right red, it's the correct sentiment. I just wonder if I can use a punch to reduce the size. So this was using the label dies, the seasonal label dies. I just wonder if I can, just to suit our project, cut it down a smidge. So see, although I don't know that I like it, I don't think that goes at all. I think I might be nicer to get a grey sentiment to tone in with that on the soft succulent, because having the white there is quite jarring because there's no other white on the project. So stamp set. So this means we can choose whatever sentiment we would like. Love and joy. There should be a May. Love and joy. May this year. I do want something a little bit more linear. Oh, that's okay, Bev. Oh, boring cleaning. Vanilla for the sentiment. See, I don't think I want any white at all, but let me show you what a piece of vanilla might look like. If I can find my scraps of vanilla. They're in here somewhere. Thick, very vanilla. Vellum. Very vanilla scraps. You can tell I use very vanilla all the time because the scraps are like right in the middle. So I'll get a decent piece of very vanilla, but you are very right, Cindy. Very vanilla is nowhere near as jarring because it's got that warmth to it, but I'm still giving it a hard no. Just for this one. But I do have this piece. It just looks so pretty. Okay. I am almost tempted just to use this Merry Christmas and then the die. Still have that tiny pop of red because I am so much more of a Merry Christmas girl than I am a Season's Greetings, because it's Christmas and it's New Year in Australia. There's no, I mean, for me as a family, there's no Hanukkah because we don't have any Jewish family for me, although I do have Jewish friends. Just one Jewish friend. I don't really do it. If you brush the white with soft succulent, no, I'm not going to go with the red at all. But they are all fantastic suggestions No, I need a ink pad from over here, and I want basic grey. They are all fantastic suggestions, but just not where I'm going. Hello, Miss Candy. How are you? Okay. And I do have some silver metallic pearls that will scatter around there very nicely. And this is going to turn out to be quite classy little card, I think. So I'm going to go diagonally because when I grab out the dies, I'm not actually sure. It's really shitty stamping. I'm not actually sure how long they are. Leave it there for a few seconds because stamping on coloured cardstock, that's a better impression, is a little different to our white cardstock because our white now vanilla cardstock is very, very ultra smooth and perfect for stamping on. Our coloured cardstock just has a little bit of a rougher texture to it, so you do need to leave your stamp on there for the ink to absorb that titch longer. Always trial and see what happens. That's right. Okay, just bear with me while I find these seasonal label dies. I haven't used them in a while. I feel like I haven't used them in a while. They're not too far in. Not too far in. So we want to use this one down here. And what I want to trial first is how it will fit across here, and it'll fit perfectly. So you'll have your longer piece and this piece. So it will create quite a nice balance. Okay, open our machine. And I need plates. Plates will always help us. So pop our piece in, and this will work really well because putting our plate and our die, or putting our die on a bit of an angle, does actually help it not crunch and bang and all of those things through the machine. Just want to kick this up a little bit and leave it right there. So what I do, I angle in the plate and then I sandwich it down, and I do hold it there while it goes through. So you'll see me rarely use tape or anything like that because I do tend to have a bit of a technique for keeping that placement. I'm actually very happy with that. You're wonderful. You've made the trip. Hooray. Oh, you must be so happy to see your grandbabies. I'm going to pop some dimensional straight on this. I've still got something to do with this card as well, although I'm not sure what I'm going to pair the trees with. My scissors are right here next to me. Did they squeal when they saw you? Because it was a surprise, wasn't it, Candy? Okay, now I'm popping this on dimensionals because I have our deer on dimensionals. So then they kind of match. Okay, now time to bring out the wet glue. I decided not to use that one. Whoop. And it's running well again today using our dotty dots. Now, if I bring that piece to the bottom, I can adhere one side down with our ribbon because the top of it is sitting quite flat, which is lovely. And then I've just got to worry about the other side. So I can adhere that quite well. Just hold it down for a second. They couldn't stop hugging me. That's beautiful. Hey Shelley, how are you? Oh, great to have the crew in. And I have found from the last video, lots of people said hi to me live and I never got their messages or I missed them. So I do humbly apologise if I miss saying hello to everyone, but crafting is my priority on these videos. I mean, I love having you here, but it's either kind of all or nothing. So can you see just how well this group of colours work together? So I've previously used our Dear Builder punch and our silver foil that's in the mini catalogue. So this is our matte silver foil. Right, I'm going to stick it to the other finger, but not quite as bad. So this is our matte silver foil. This is our brushed silver foil, and then there is more of a satin silver foil. So you can see that is quite matte. We do have a bit of a Gumby leg there, but you know, a mother would still love this poor dear even with their Gumby leg. I am going to grab my ribbon scissors, trim the ends of these for our pop of red. So just a little bow here. So our little pop, although one of those tails I made way too short, but that's fine. We will make it work. Put these scissors over here because I can't anticipate needing them too much. I'm going to make another card-based myrtle and we'll make it work because I really just want to use all these bits. Now I'm going to put this here. I'm going to sandwich this here. See how that just works perfectly? Then I'm going to take another glue dot. Another glue dot and pop it under here. So is one corner down now. Now I'm going to see if I can find in all my embellishments here. Can you tell it's warmer weather today? My sleeves have suddenly shortened. Actually, I was wearing the same top in a different colour yesterday. Aha, I found them. So these are our metallic pearls. And I think I'm on my second pack actually. Although, do I have some in this pack? Ah, yes, I have 4 left. Let's see if we can't use these babies just to tie in the silver with the gold and give us a few places to pop some. So that's a place for some vellum now. Then I'm going to probably, though I can't, yeah, that works because then that creates our triangle. So hooray! I've been finishing lots of embellishments recently. So that one, or half of it will go in recycling and half of it will go in rubbish. I like to recycle as much as I can. And a perfect sheet of pearls. And I like my sets of 3. So, and I kind of want something just in here. So I've got 6. And actually, I've got 3 lots of 3. I'm just going to leave that right there. But just going to protect my metallic pearls because they are easily moved on that sheet. And then you may see some of this glue dot, but it is needed. So I'm really just tacking it down. I'm not doing a big push because when you do the big push is when you really see it. So I'm placing it on the cardstock rather than adhering it to the vellum. So you can see now that's our card done. But you can see I could have put a few there, but I want that focus. God, I'm happy with that. That is a piece that didn't cut, and we've still been able to make a focal point. The bits that did cut have created texture. Pop of red with our pre-tied real red ruffled ribbon bow. What do you think of that? Oh, that's okay, Bev. I think a hi everyone is implied. I did that in Ruth's. Hey Jane, I did that in Ruth's video this morning. So that is that one. Oh, I love that. I did not think that would turn out as nicely as what it did. And the only thing, we grabbed out a die and we grabbed out the stamp set. That's the only extras we added. It really is a use it up box kind of project. Okay, now because I know I have a piece of this in here, and what sizing? It is, it's a full card base. So what and where I'm thinking. So I'm just going to do some placing because unfortunately these really are offcuts. So if we could, you know, make it so we could put a focal piece in the middle, that would work beautifully. So I could put 3 bits on each side because I do have 3. Oh no, I've got more than that. But what do I put in the middle is the question. Oh, I do have my evening evergreen paper that goes very well with soft succulent. So I do have that I could bring into the use it up box. What are we thinking here? Thank you guys, I'm glad you like it. Also got this white piece that I think I showed you in a video, really. I'm not enamoured yet. Not loving it yet, but that's okay. We may get there. Do you know what? This piece, this little tree on the edge just needs to be cut off. Can go in the rubbish over there. Right, that is now no longer annoying the bejeebers out of me. I don't think I'm loving this. It's okay. But, yes, this is what I want to do. Yes, 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 yes. And I think I'm going to do some glue dots. I think I'm going to gather them all together in a groove. You will see where I am going. I'm going to grab my, where are you, my friend? Okay, we are going to work on this sheet. So, and literally we are going to overlap, whoops. So I'm going to use lots of glue dots, but just trust my madness here. How's that working? That's working really well. So I'm just going to keep overlapping and overlapping. So like we're going to do some overlapping here and just create this grove of trees. I think that is going to look much, much, much better. It's just going to appease me a little bit more. So I just want to tack it and then I will add an extra piece. Whoop. Yeah. Now where do I want that? I kind of want that about there. And then I'll add a piece on this side. So it'll end up being quite bulky, but it will work. And then I think, could just go masculine card for this. See what everyone's saying. Hey Margine, how are you? These trees are, and this, whoa, about to have a punch avalanche. This is in the annual catalogue, and this is the Evergreen border punch. So when you punch it out, you can punch a continuous border, like I've done with this red piece, or these are offcuts from a previous project that I did in a class. So see how you're getting this real forest look here? And I'm actually just going to use all of these pieces. All of these silver pieces going to be used in one project. I'd lost my glue dots there for a second. I'm so sorry and apologising if you guys can hear David snoring. I don't know. It's all good. Oh, thank you, Siri. Not that I was talking to you, but anyway. Very, very rude. So how many of you own this border punch? Because depending on what you use it with, like, look at this. It's just gorgeous. Okay, so you get this whole look. I think we've only got one more left. And I'll just pop. That needs to be disguised because I have a very, very straight edge there. Okay, I know, that actually works really well, just there. Okay, and this is really quite bodgily put together, but it's just going to have to work. So this little tree here in the middle, we will lose but it's really for the greater good and the balance of this piece. So you can see here lots and lots and lots of layers and lots of pieces. But you can see how that just has so much more gravity on this piece. Oh, that even looks great up against that. Now, we did have a vellum circle as well. It's here. I don't know if the vellum circle, it's exactly the same size. Oh, doesn't that look pretty? And just a sentiment underneath. What do you think? I think I'm going to cut this down. Oh no, yes, definitely next order. What are we thinking of this? It's very simple and really scraps. You saw how all those little pieces are scraps. Okay, I think I need another piece of evening evergreen. I'm going to wait for your replies to see what you guys think. Ooh, you like that, Shelley? Okay, just going to pull this off to the side. Move that. Move this for the moment. So, another portrait card. So, 1, 2. Score at 10.5, and I've got something sticky on my base that is stopping my paper from moving freely on my mat. And then cut at 14.85. That gives me one card base and one for future Ellen to use and thank me for. And then I'm just going to trim this down by 0.5 centimetre on 2 sides. Or I'm going to be bold and go a whole centimetre. And it'll just give me a bit more, give me a nice bold border. I need to place an order for thick whisper white cardstock, making more cards than I thought. That is an awesome thing, Cindy. I like to hear that. Now we've just got to work out this sentiment, and I'm looking at the cherry cobbler one that is, it's friends like you that make this season so wonderful. I think that will work really, really well. Just got to work out what I'm cutting it with. So, and I have used these dies. They're a bit lovely. They're actually being featured on, did you know our concept art team have an Instagram account? It's called Stamp Through the Catalogue. So see how that has a bigger, or do I even go down another 0.5 centimetre? Though I am kind of liking that. Don't know if I like the white actually, but it's what we've got. Or do I just stamp directly onto there? I've got to work out what stamp set this is from, because I don't know, and you guys know I love a good scripty font. That one. It's from Evergreen Elegance. So it's from this one. Sorry, looking and thinking, because even this one on the front there, space-wise, would look really, really pretty. See how that just really mimics the size and creates that beautiful central column. And then I just use some more of the silver gems to bring it together, and I will stamp this in grey, and I will use the Stamparatus. So let me clear a few things here because I'm making a bit of a mess. Yes, stamp directly. Okay. And I just want to keep the colours quite muted. And I use that red because I knew that card would take it, but I really like this one being muted. So all these pieces that I'm not using, I'm going to pop back in my Use It Up box, and I'm going to lean over you all in my computer and pick up my Stamparatus. Kelly, if you're watching the replay, please be clapping very hard that I'm using my Stamparatus, okay? So, pop this in here. It's a red rubber stamp, so red rubber cling stamp, so I don't have my base on. I'm going to, so we've kept a very, very similar colour palette. I'm thinking that is straight in Evergreen. See, I'm thinking grey to tie in because that looks really pretty on that. Evergreen would also look good. Evergreen or grey, guys? The apparatus. Stamparatus. You're in love with Evergreen, Cindy. I knew what your answer would be. So I've got 2 Evergreens and 0 greys, except for my vote. I'm going for Evergreen because I've got 2. And if it doesn't work, grey, come on. I need 2 more. 2 grey, 2 Evergreen, 2 more votes, guys. Evergreen. Okay. Evergreen. Okay, Evergreen it is. If it looks crap, it's all your guys' fault. I think that's straight. There is a way I can check. I mean, too late if it's not, but I want to prove how good my eyes were. Ho, 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 ho. That is only like barely. It is kicked up a little bit. Oops-a-days. Ah, well. Can't be perfect. Can't be perfect. Ah, well. Okay, I think I'll do like 3 stampings of this, and I don't, because these are words, I don't actually want to smush them down too much, because then, like, see how the Y, those ones are looking quite thick. That's what I didn't want. So what I'm going to have to do is press on this side. There you go. That's done 3. And they were light. I wasn't pressing. Now I've got to pick this up. Wasn't pressing like uber hard. You can tell that's crooked, but we'll live. We will live. Okay, so knife and bolt. Okay, so this is how I am adhering all these layers together, is just using our seal. Okay, I'm hoping to God this works. Okay, so pop, I'll do this on the card base so you can see what I'm doing. Just going to pop that down, and then I'm going to give it a really good rub on the back. So I've got lots of dimension on that. I'm thinking we can just then pop this completely flat against the card because we've already got that implied dimension. Okay. Don't think this is going to, oh, there we go. It's not rolling well because I've got so much dimension here and I'm seriously on the dregs of this roll. Aha, there we go. And I think I was using a little bit too much pressure because this glue does not like pressure at all. So you literally want to hold it and for it to catch the paper, and then you just let it roll. Okay, so pop that somewhere about there. Grab back in our metallic pearls because they worked so well on the first card. And I just want a small scattering. If I could have these in multiple sizes, that would be amazing, but that one's staying there, isn't it? I really wanted it to go over. Here we go. I just wanted it on a bit. It wants to stick to everything. Just wanted it in a little bit. Oh, now it won't come off. Just wanted it on a bit more of an angle. Come on. Why won't you do what I want? No. Okay, come. Okay. So I'm just going to, because we've got a bit more room here, 3 there, 2 there, because we haven't got any dimension on this sentiment, it just draws your eye down there to have that. We glue this on, and I am calling it 2 cards in an hour because it was a tinsy bit of chatting at the very start. So that always takes up a few minutes. Now, a lot of you girls are saying you've got things to order. I will have my link in the description not long after this video goes live, and you can order from me if you are in Australia. So just make sure. That was going to be an upside down card, girls, or as I like to call it, a left-hander's card. And I have been known to send some left-handed cards in my life to my left-handed friends, and they have got the greatest giggle out of those cards. I love how these offcuts ended up. Wow, I am so happy with those. So I'm just going to grab out this seasonal, I think it's called the seasonal wreath set. I will just grab that out just to show you where those dies came from. And seasonal swirls. So this is this and the stamp set, which I don't own. I just bought the swirls because I loved the greenery and I love the stars. You've also got some pumpkins, a witch's broom. It's all seasons, this set. So what are the other things we have used? Not that we use them all today, because we did have things in the use it up box. So I have used the Deer Builder Punch, and I'm actually going to bring that in from the top. We also used the Evergreen Border Punch. We used the metallic swirls, and I used, and I will pop this die away while I'm doing it, we used seasonal labels dies and the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So we only used 2 ink colours. We used Basic Grey and Evening Evergreen. These don't want to go where they belong. Aha. Now, stay please. You go there. You can stay there and we're all friends. So just the metallic pearls and the seasonal swirls dies. So nothing too many products. We used a little bit of vellum. So this is the gold shimmer vellum, and this is just our plain vellum with the circle layering dies. Good thing I did check. A left-hander would accept. Yes, it would. Did you want a bit of a closer look? Because I didn't give you a closer look at this one. So just very, very simple. Very glad that I stamped directly on the background. So you can see that brushed texture in the silver foil. So these are 2 of the patterns, and the other one is a regular foil. So I'll show you a close up of this one again as well. So you can see all that texture. Even if something doesn't die cut out properly, you can use it as I've shown you today. So I have a lot of prep, and there's a die that came out. Which set did this come out of? It obviously came out of this set. Naughty, naughty. I'm assuming it came out of this set. There we go. Right. I've got swaps to make for my team girls. I've got team meeting to prep. So I'll be very busy over the next 3 and a bit days. Thank you, Bev. I did find it. Thank you so much. It was a rogue die. I did find it. My pleasure. Thank you for helping me use. I mean, my use it up box still seems quite full. It's mostly because of these, but I have used a good hunk. So I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 pieces, and these were lots of little pieces, but I'm just counting them as one because they were all the same. So I have used a fair hunk, so thank you. You'll see a few more of these types of videos in the future because you've seen what's in the box and what we need to use. So all of you have a wonderful weekend. I'll go forth and have a great week. Oh my God, Cindy, you crack me up. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend, and I will be back on Tuesday. Be back. Oh, it's always great to spend time with you guys too. Thank you, Kay. I'm quite chuffed because I really had no idea of what I was going to do with these, so I'm really quite chuffed. Just kept the color palette simple, and they make the most beautiful cards when you keep the color palette simple. So that's what I found. If you overcomplicate it with color, you can sometimes end up not liking the projects. But have a great one, girls, and I'll see you 12 noon on Tuesday